how many payouts you've had, total dollar amount?
8 payouts now, total to about $33,000.
So how long have you been trading?
It was really 4 years ago now, in 2020. I lost pretty much everything, but I made a lot of money very quickly, and that opened my eyes to like, shit, I can actually make a lot of money.
What is your strategy, I guess? What would be the basic breakdown of your strategy?
Kind of like made my own strat.
What are you doing with your payouts? Like, are you investing it or what are you doing? Alright everybody, got another interview, another one-of-one trader is doing pretty well. You can go ahead and introduce yourself, talk about how many payouts you've had and like the total dollar amount, and then we'll just move from there.
Yeah, hi boys. My name's George. I've had, I think, 8 payouts now of one-of-one, somewhere around that number, and they total to about $33,000.
Jeez, bro.
So yeah, not too shabby.
How long have you been trading with us then? 8 that's a lot.
I bought my first account a fair bit ago, about 10 months ago, but I bought a 15k account like a fair bit of time ago, but in terms of like recent action making good payouts, maybe 3 months, not
Jeez,
so long.
Dude, that's like crazy. And are these 8 payouts all on one account?
No.
Oh, okay, so
yeah, to be fair, if you count them like as individuals, it's probably more like 4 to 5.
So, well, I guess what I mean is, did you like get a payout on an account and then fail it and then do another one, or is it?
Oh no! I just have I have multiple accounts on a copier, so
okay, and
it's the same trade ideas but 2 separate payouts. If you get what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people, even people who do get payouts pretty consistently, like they're not keeping the same account and continuously getting payouts. So that's actually really crazy. So, how long have you been trading?
Specifically Forex, 3 years, but if you count crypto, more like 4.
Okay.
So yeah, fair bit of time now, yeah.
Okay, what got you into trading?
It was a weird one, mate. It's one of those ones where like I just always knew I was gonna do it. Like when I was in school, all the boys like about 2 years above me all used to be in this thing called Flight Club, part of IML Academy. Pretty
Okay.
shady stuff, but they were part of that. Essentially, it was a massive fucking pyramid scheme, and they were just like essentially trying to get people to sign up with their links. But anyway, that's like what first got my head into what trading is, and then it was really 4 years ago now, in 2020, in the crypto bull run. I got very lucky there. Like same story as a lot of people. Invested in a coin called SafeMoon early doors, and I made like a fair.
Okay.
Again, I lost pretty much everything, but I made a lot of money very quickly, and that opened my eyes to like, shit, I could actually make a lot of money here. Like imagine what I could do if I actually knew what I was doing. And then traded crypto for a year, went pretty good, but like random things would happen out of my control. Like Putin would invade Ukraine, some random bollocks, and next thing you know, I've sat there with my cock in my hand. So, then I moved into Forex for the stability. I like the fact that you could be long and short. Again, I knew you could do that in crypto too, but at the time I didn't know that. And yeah, I just got into there, thought it was more stable, and level up back really.
Okay, so you're only trading Forex right now?
Yeah, I'm actually looking to get into a bit of indices, but just Forex currently.
What are your main pairs that you're trading right now?
I trade a fair few. My main pairs are Euro, USD, GU. I trade a bit of like Euro AUD too. Yeah, I have about 8 pairs, but they're my mains. Okay,
well, why do you think you chose those pairs? Is it because of its volatility, or is it like just better for your strategy?
Volatility and just spread, mate. Like the majors is so much nicer with spreads. Like you take a sell trade, you want to hold overnight on like Euro AUD, it's not good. Like, you gotta be in a fair bit of profit.
Yeah. Okay. So what is your what is your strategy? I guess what would be the basic breakdown of your strategy?
Well, it's kind of my own strategy. Like I had mentors in the past, but I kind of like made my own strat. It revolves around smart money concepts, heavily focused on liquidity. I keep what I can mechanical, so I obviously have like some objective rules, for example, like POIs, things like that. But there's a fair bit of discretion there. 'Cause I just don't. I've traded objective in the past, but I feel like you just need to like give the market some breathing room. You can't put an objective rule on everything.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay, so if you had to put it into a framework, how would you phrase that? Like if someone asked you what your strategy is, like what would you say to them?
Good question. What would I say to them? Again, it's mainly revolved in key liquidity sweeps.
Okay.
I don't really trade kill zones because I'm on a 15 minute. I'm on quite a high time frame. I don't touch.
Right.
I touch the 5 minute for entry sometimes, but it's mainly just 15-minute and above. So I do my top-down analysis. I use DXY2 as a heavy complement to my strategy.
Okay.
And yeah, essentially I have my EOF, so that stands for expectation of order flow, and I just trade it from liquidity to my EOF, which I class as like weak structure, liquidity points, magnets in the market. And yeah.
How long are you normally in a trade for?
I'd say average maybe 5 hours. Again, obviously I do sometimes hold overnight a fair bit of time, but it's not exactly in and out. It all depends like on the day, really, how volatile we're doing.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't even imagine that because I'm an intraday trader, and a lot of people are intraday traders too. I'm in trades for like 30 minutes. 5 hours is ridiculous. So you just, I mean, do you sit there, like, how much of it are you watching? Do you just set the limit orders and just walk away?
I'll be honest, mate, my life is like very easy right now. Like, I go in on the mornings, do maybe an hour of analysis, mark my pairs for the day. If I do take a trade that day, because again, I'm not trading that frequently. I analyse every day, but right now I probably take 4 trades a month. I just cherry pick at the 10-10s. It keeps my win rate very high. I take a setup, I go on my day. I don't watch charts much at all.
Wow, that's actually insane. Okay, and how long did you say you've been with 101 Funding? Was it 3 months or?
10 months overall, but that was a 15k account that I barely even touched. Like 3 months in this 33k in payouts to one past like 3 months. So yeah.
Okay. When was your most recent payout?
My most recent payout early this month.
Okay, are you getting payouts like consistently on a month-to-month basis right now?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, dude. That's, yeah. And I don't know if I asked this yet. How old are you?
I'm 20, man.
Jeez, dude. That's really crazy to think about. Not many people are doing that in general, but at 19? So you were trading during school then?
20, mate.
Oh, yeah, 20, I mean, yeah. So you were trading during school then, right?
Yeah, not like profitably, but I was like learning about it, yeah.
So were you
Losing
trading
money.
during class or was it always outside of school?
A little bit, like not
Okay.
mainly outside of school, but like obviously
yeah.
the odd thing pops up, like, but yeah.
So that's like one of the most asked questions ever. Is a bunch of teenagers coming in and they're like, "How can I trade during class?" I'm like, "Come on, man, I don't know." But yeah, so how would you rate your experience with 101 Funding so far?
Solid, mate. I've had no issues at all. Payouts are always smooth. What I like the most is the rules. Like, I genuinely think the rules are some of the best in the industry. They're so lenient. Like, as a firm out of 10, I'd probably give it a solid 8. Like, again, say give it a 10 to say it's better than FTMO. Like, obviously it's a new firm, but mate, I've had no issues whatsoever. I generally I'd recommend it heavily. It's in my like top few firms, big time.
That's good, bro. I'm glad you had a good experience. I try to tell people the same thing too. Like, our payout rules are just you don't see them anywhere else. It's actually crazy.
Like, a lot of firms are getting strict, and one I just stayed the same.
Yeah, super loose. If you were to give advice to someone who's in like a similar position as you, I guess age-wise, what would you give them? What would be your biggest trading advice you can give to somebody right now?
Stick to one thing.
Okay.
Stick to one strategy. Every strategy works. Every strategy doesn't work. You make the strategy work. You are that missing piece. Traders' intuition is what makes a strategy profitable. All this like fully objective strategies, I think it's total bollocks. To be honest, you make a strategy profitable. There's people trading ICT that are making loads of money. People making ICT that are not making a penny. You just got to stick to one thing, stick at it, make it work, and it will start working. One day it will click.
That's what a lot of people don't get too. It's a hard thing to tell people because, like you said, you've been trading for 4 years or whatever. Like, telling people that the market experience and the intuition that you get is something you just can't learn from YouTube or anything like that. Like, the newer traders just don't get it. So that was actually really good. I'm glad you said that. I mean, I don't have much else for you, so I guess just final thing is, if you had anything you could say to anybody in general, what would you want to say to close out?
Again, obviously, repeat what I just said, mate. Again, I think that's the most overlooked thing right now. There's no magic strategy. There's no golden 100% win rate strategy. You just got to stick at one thing and make it work for you, and it will work.
Oh, actually, I did have one more question. I'd like to ask people this. What are you doing with your payouts currently? Especially you. We don't run into someone like this pretty often who's like consistently getting payouts month to month. What are you doing with your payouts? Like, are you investing it, or what are you doing?
Well, I'm scaling up. Right now, I got 500,000 funding, actually 450k right now, and I've got another 200k in phase 2 with a couple of other firms. So yeah, just scaling up my funding, mate. I'm looking again. I need to get a personal account under my belt as well. I'm actually going to Thailand in 2 weeks, so that's
crazy.
will pay you through for the payouts.
Jeez,
And yeah,
man. That's crazy. That's
Life's
actually
good, mate.
bizarre.
That's good.
Yeah, congrats on that, man. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else for you unless there was anything else you wanted to say. We can just end it here.
Nothing really on top of my mind, mate.
Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, yeah, I think a lot of the stuff you say is just a lot of stuff that people, like when I ask people about the strategies or like the piece of advice they give, they usually keep it like technical and about like what's on the charts. But I think the stuff that you said is super important that always gets overlooked. So I'm glad you said that. But yeah, I mean, I think this will be helpful. So I'm glad we got this done. It was good to meet you, and
Happy days, mate.
looking forward to see what you do, man.
Yeah, nice one.